Hey boys, welcome back to some spin bowling career mode, and we are back in the first class arena here. Obviously the internationals for the Australian summer are basically done with. I don't know what we've got coming up, maybe a couple of tours to a couple of countries, I'm not entirely sure, but at the moment we get to come back to some club cricket, or state cricket I should say, and taking on the Tasmanian Tigers, who again, I don't know why it is, but yeah, Xavier Doherty is opening the batting. It just must be because the lineup or whatever. I'm not entirely sure, honestly. But yeah, regardless, it should be a good look. I don't know what I'm saying, just because I was thinking, I was trying to remember. I'm pretty sure this is still not the new patch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is not the new patch. I think we get up to the new patch. Probably, I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure this is not the new patch though, from my memory. It's a little hard to tell because it doesn't look different, but it definitely, I mean, you'll know it's the new patch because I'll tell you, but also the batting is harder, because the batting is very easy. Even though I've got it on like the hardest difficulty, it's still like fairly easy. I feel like I'm pretty good at batting in the game anyway, but it definitely gets a lot harder with the new patch. Like, it actually feels like it's the hardest difficulty, or it feels harder. That's a Jake Doran, what a shot that is. He's just gone up and over for 6. But yeah, I was just looking at this well, before I made this video, but it's episode 82 in our spin bowling career mode. So I mean, first off, I just want to, you know, a bit out of the blue, but I just want to thank all you guys for sticking in for so long, as we are going to pick up a wicket right on cue. As soon as I want to start talking about something, we pick up a wicket and my attention gets interrupted. But a good wicket. This one was a Doherty, I think it was, just a little inside edge onto the pad, and great work by the keeper there, Jimmy Pearson, to get to it. So we finally get out the the bowler opening the batting in Doherty, but you know, we'll take it. We get a free wicket, so I'm happy he's opening. But yeah, just a huge thanks to everyone who's stuck around and continues to watch and support the Ashes cricket career mode. I mean, honestly, it's been such a fun series. There's going to be another wicket, George Bailey this time. Just, I don't know, I guess a little bit of extra bounce off the pitch. I mean, we're into the attack pretty new, or pretty early, I should say. The ball is still pretty firm, and a little bit extra bounce. Not a heap of spin, but a little inside edge, another catch. And I love getting wickets like that. I mean, you know, you get a few, like, probably my most common wickets are surprisingly probably bowled. Like, I get a fair few bowls, but I love the little inside edges onto the pad, bat pad catch. Like, you set the field up for it and you get a wicket. It feels very rewarding, and yeah, fantastic start. 2 wickets now. 2 for 57 they are, so a little bit of strife, and we're going to come back in here. 7 overs, 2 for 20, and Alex Doolan, Jordan Silk doing a decent job, as that is a ripping ball. Is that the wrong one, or that was just the slider maybe? The slider, generally, the angle we come from, it does sort of go away from the right-handers, so it's sort of a makeshift wrong-in. It just doesn't spin as much, so it's a good ball. I probably bowl the slider as my change-up more often than the wrong-in. I think it's effective. So yeah, very handy bowling this, as that's a big outside edge. Not going to get to the slips though. But yeah, like I was saying, thanks to everyone who's stuck around. It's been such a good series. Like, I feel like 82 episodes in, like, we've done a lot. We've made our international debut in all formats now, but there's still so much left to do. I mean, we can still, like, you know, probably the Ashes series is the next big, like, probably the biggest tour we want to get to. That's a close shout. Was that a little inside edge? Potentially another catch could have been taken in close there, but if it didn't hit the edge, it must have been pretty close. Maybe, again, like the extra bounce, it's probably going to go over the top of the stumps, unfortunately, as it does hit him in line. It's just going to sneak over the top. But yeah, still, like, Ashes series we want to play in, and just other tours, and that's what's so good about, like, the cricket series, Beer Pro. Like, I feel like it's fun. The Beer Pro is fun in rugby league, in rugby league games. It's what a catch. What a catch. The men in close are just all over it. Cameron Gannon this time. What a absolute blinder this is. Again, just prodding at the ball on a good length outside off, and this time it actually hits his pad and then he follows through off the pad. So a little unlucky, but another big wicket for us, and we're on fire. We're on fire this game, all the wickets tumbling. Yeah, like rugby league, it is fun, be a pro, but for rugby league, like, there's not quite as much to do. I mean, the stats aren't quite as important. I guess obviously tries and stuff like that, and making your international and origin debut, but for cricket, like, it's a lot more in depth just because of the game. As that's a good shot. Jordan Silk, he's the mainstay, and it looks like he's taken it upon himself to get this total up into a respectable mark. So what a shot. So he's 96 now. They're 8 wickets out though, so yeah, they're in a little bit of strife. But I mean, Jordan Silk is going to get cleaned up. What a wicket. Oh, you got to feel a bit sorry for him though. 96 off only 100 odd balls. What a knock, but what a delivery. Cleans him up. I was just talking about we get a lot of bolds, and there's another one for us. So 9 wickets down. We've got 4 for 65. Jordan Silk, what an innings, but yeah, unfortunately didn't quite get the triple figures, which he probably deserved, without doubt. But you know, you got to make the run still. So yeah, like I was saying, just because of the sport it is, cricket is always going to have, like, the Beer Pro is going to be more in depth, and it's just going to be a little bit more engaging, I feel, because, you know, you can look at your stats over your career. I mean, the fivers, the average strike rate, your batting average, your amount of hundreds, 50s, all that sort of good stuff, and just, you know, playing well in every conditions, all that sort of stuff. So there's still so much more to do in the series. We're approaching the 100 markers. What a delivery that is. Holder, he's gone. There's another bowled, and it felt good one. This has felt really good because he hit a couple. He flipped a couple through mid-wicket for 4. Then we gave him the old slider, just a little bit quicker maybe. He tried to work it again. I don't know, he might have picked the slider, but what a ball. That one felt good. Like I said, 2 4s in a row off our bowling, and then we cleaned him up. So we get the 5 for. What a bit of bowling. I mean, we're just in such good form. Our bowling is just brilliant. And we kept them under 300, which is nice. Although a few wickets have tumbled here as we come in with the 40 average in first class. We could definitely improve that a fair bit. As I don't know what the hell I was doing there, going across the stumps. I don't think I meant it. But yeah, the 40 average, we could definitely improve upon that without doubt. I think our test match average is a lot better than our first class average, which is funny. We probably apply ourselves more in the test matches at the moment, because I really want to get runs in that arena. But yeah, 3 for 106. Joe Burns is doing nicely, but you know, we're not in trouble. We're only trailed by 157, but it's on a little bit of a knife's edge at the moment. A couple of quick wickets here, and you know, Tasmania are well and truly in the game, so we got to be a little careful. But yeah, you know, like I said, still so much more to go in this series. It's been so much. Like, I always enjoy coming back. You know, there's sometimes, like, I feel like the first class bowling, occasionally when I have to bowl like 30 overs in like these first class matches, it gets a little grating sometimes. So I don't know, maybe we'll see. I might, maybe after like a couple of seasons, I'll stop. Like, I might simulate like the first class, you know, the 4-day cricket. I'll probably still play like the 50 over stuff, but maybe we'll start, but not for the time being. At least for the moment, we'll continue to play the first class cricket, because it is still fun. But you know, the longer formats, they can drag on a little bit in this. Obviously, internationals, we'd obviously play the all of those without doubt. Is I want a little sneaky inside edge. Thankfully, it didn't find a fielder as Cameron Boyce comes in, and that's just a filthy hack over square leg for 6. It's gone 66 meters, a very short boundary. This is a little weird because I tried to play a sweep shot, but sometimes I guess it's the length of the ball that matters. But I thought it was pretty full. I thought it was full enough to do the sweep, but I don't know. Sometimes they go for more of that sort of slog, which is a little annoying. I wish you could just sort of not play that shot or customize your batting style a little bit more, and that's something they could do in the future. Definitely, like if you could customize your own batting style and your own batting priorities, I guess, like you could pick like the drive from one player, the cut shot from another, the pull shot from another player. That'd be really nice to see, or just more in general would be good. I think they did a very good job as it is now. Most of the shots are very nice. As that one, it wasn't a bad shot. I think it looked like it came off the face of the bat, but you know, we get a few, I'm not going to lie, some of our bowling, we get a few superhuman wicket-keeper catches, so I can't complain too much when it happens against us, but that was frustrating. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. We will come back for the second part of this match in the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you then.